The world of marathon running has transformed into an absolute battlefield over the past few years for both men and women. Legends rose, records crumbled, and just when we thought we'd seen it all, the 2023 Chicago Marathon added in an epic twist to marathon history. Our main man, Eliud Kipchoge, has been rewriting the marathon narrative for a decade, since 2013. A world record in 2018, a sub 2-hour miracle in 2019, and yet another world record in 2022. However, this year, in 2023, Kelvin Kiptum enters the story with the Chicago Marathon. And he didn't just participate too, he dominated, breaking the marathon world record previously held by none other than Eliud Kipchoge. Kelvin Kiptum clocked an incredible 2 hours and 35-second marathon, averaging 4 minutes and 36 seconds per mile and 2 minutes and 51 seconds per kilometer. Dethroning the GOAT Eliud Kipchoge by 34 seconds, Kiptum's marathon record stunned the world. Kelvin Kiptum also set a precedent by running the fastest mile ever in a marathon at 4:18. But just like every great story, this one has its twist. Kiptum made a name for himself in marathon history, threatening the name of the great Eliud Kipchoge. But his extraordinary time at the Chicago Marathon is now facing some controversy. After the dust settled in Chicago, eyebrows were raised. Was a 4:18 mile split too good to be true? The biggest running blog in the world, letsrun.com, thought so. The heart of the controversy is that Kiptum's mile 19 and mile 22 record-shattering splits, which raised eyebrows everywhere. Kiptum's 4:21 at the 19th and blistering 4:18 at the 22nd mile are the fastest splits in major marathon history. But evidence is suggesting that something was amiss. The world was watching and waiting. Let's Run put Chicago Marathon officials on the spot with evidence, and the revelations were astonishing. It turns out discrepancies were detected in the mile markers of Kiptum's record-breaking miles. Both these milestones, mile 19 and mile 22, brought incredible times for both Kiptum and the women's race winner Sifan Hassan. Mile 19 story, Kiptum bolts a 4:21 after he ran a 4:41 18th mile, and astonishingly, he slows to 4:46 for the 20th mile. Sifan Hassan ran a similar story, 5:10, 4:57, and 5:28. But the problems only intensify. And then there's the 22nd mile. Although not as bewildering, it still proved a fast mile for both Kiptum and Hassan, even with it being slightly downhill. The splits had Kiptum running mile 21 in 4:24, mile 22 in 4:18, and mile 23 in 4:36, while Hassan went 5:17, 5:11, and then 5:19. The more jarring numbers here come when you look at times between the 35-kilometer timing mat and where the 22-mile marker is, which should be 405 meters apart. Kiptum ran that segment in 60 seconds. 3:58 mile pace. Hassan did it in 1:12, 4:55 mile pace. Yes, the timing mat at 35 kilometers was in a familiar spot from previous years, but the mile marker, it seems 2023 had placed it slightly off, leading to an inaccurate time recording. The shoes, the tech, the pacing, oh, the world of running is more complex than it ever has been. Eliud ran his infamous sub 2 with Nike's best of 2019, and guess what? Kiptum 2 had Nike's best tech, but the newest 2023 version. Stay tuned, for in our next video we'll dive deep into these shoes. Are they the future, or are they a step too far? Comment who you think will officially break the elusive sub 2-hour marathon. Kiptum, or will Kipchoge do it first? Only time will tell. Whether records stand or fall, the journey of every runner is a story in itself. In this story, it's just begun. As always, we'll be seeing you the next time we bring runners to you.